Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the High Soapbox. I'm back after a rather large, what's it called? Hiatus? Yeah, but those of you listening to the high media headlines, the other podcasts, I can't shut up unless you tell me to, probably know what's been going on. But anywho, today I am very pleased to welcome my good friend Danny from the Euro.
Thank
So,
you, thank you.
now, if you would please state your full first, last name, and age for the record.
All right, my name is Danny Sandoval. I am 20 years old, less than 1 month away from my 21st birthday, and I can't wait.
You realize our coaching group is gonna take you and get fucked up, right?
Oh yeah, of course, and I'm completely okay with that.
No matter what people tell you, there's nothing wrong with drinking sissy drinks like Cosmopolitans and apple teas and stuff like that.
Oh no, dude, I'm going hard. I'm used to drinking. I'm Dominican. Come on.
You're just not used to legal drinking.
Yeah, I'm just not used to legal
I'll be
drinking.
honest with you. I think drinking is like more fun when you're not allowed to do it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'll go with y'all, but like I'm just gonna probably. It's bad when Evan Haggard is the shepherd.
Oh man,
I want to see Chad fucked up.
dude, I wonder what kind of person Chad is when he's messed up.
What if he gets a British accent?
Jesus Christ, I could see it too. Completely see it.
God damn it, Alyssa. I do a stand-up job at internship seminar. I do not need this slander from rising champs and your emerger. I'm just imagining that the more he drinks, the more crooked his teeth get, and he gets moles on his face.
Jesus Christ, that'd be insane.
Oh man, so fuck me, bro. How's stuff been going with you?
How's things been going with me?
Yeah, bro. What you been up to?
Um, Really just internship, and then as soon as I'm done with work, I'll turn on DoorDash and see how much I can make, and then I'll be home before like 12 a.m. I just basically do that every day. Try to get ahead on bills, pay off debt, things like that. Yeah.
Nice. Did you say hang out with what? Who?
I said I turn on DoorDash, and I go to work for a few hours after internship.
Oh, got it. So
Yeah.
how much how much have you been enjoying the DoorDash? How much have you been enjoying the DoorDash uptick in money due to the pandemic?
So when the pandemic first started, it was going crazy. Like I remember in 1 week, I had never done this before, but in 1 week I made like just a little over $1,000. And I remember one of those days I made like $300, and that was pretty insane. And I really thought that it was gonna continue going like that every day for the next few months. But really, after like the first month, it dropped off, and then there was a point where I was making like in an 8 hour shift, I was making like $50, and I was like, what the hell? Like I'm just sitting in my car with the AC on, just for 8 hours and only making like $50. Like that's so whack. But I'm
Like
really enjoying it
you
though.
basically paid for your gas.
Yeah, exactly. There's some days where you make 30 and then you're like, oh shit, I'm low on gas. And then you go and waste 25. And it's like, well, I'll go get a McChicken, you know? So it's like some days are good, some days you're amazing, some days it's just like not even
I
worth
was
it.
Bro, when we were a year when we were still at campus, I was living off those make chicken biscuits.
Yeah, yeah. I used to go to Wendy's every day and I would get like a 4 for $4. And that would be my meal every day. And I'm surprised I didn't get fat. Like I haven't gained a single pound, you know, throughout the whole pandemic. Just been eating a whole lot of fattening foods.
Bro, I'm glad that me first off, me fucking too. And I was originally worried about it until I realized that there's like a much higher percentage of girls that like guys with like dad bods, but like not the Adam Sandler dad bod where it's grotesque.
Mm,
You know, I
yeah,
got a bit of a gut. I don't have my man isn't too bad, thick thigh, and all that. I don't know.
yeah.
I think that's
It's kind of crazy.
part of the reason I grew this rat on my face.
It's been working out for you, hasn't it?
Yeah, y'all, you're struggling, aren't you?
What was that last part?
You're struggling, aren't you? To grow yours.
Oh yeah, no, I still can't grow a full beard. It's like just this one piece right here. I just want that to connect.
Can I tell you
It's
something?
getting, it's getting better.
None of my cheeks will grow.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, I grow on my cheek, but it's not like full.
it looked like Patchy McGee for a while.
Yeah, it's like at that point, it's like you might as well just shave it, get a thin beard or just get rid of all of it.
Yeah, yeah. Oh man, where are you working at in your internship?
I'm at Uber right now.
Oh, the irony.
But why do you say that?
You don't want to do Uber because you have fat people in your car, and now you're working at Uber and also DoorDash, which is probably their biggest competitor with Uber Eats.
Yeah, nah, it is pretty crazy. It is pretty funny actually. I didn't think about that till now.
The more you know. Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, the only reason I don't like Uber Eats is because your car cannot be older than 20 years old. So let's say we're in what, year 2020? Let's say you have a 2001. You're good, but the second that 2021 hits, they'll automatically like take off your insurance, your registration, and it's like and the insurance has to be under your name. So that kind of sucks. Like I'm not gonna pay. Yeah, it's bullshit. DoorDash, it's not like that at all. Like I could literally just use my mom's
They
car.
don't care about anything but the food being delivered.
Exactly, and that's how I feel like it should be. I mean, like, why does it matter that like it has to be a specific person delivering it? Like, dude, you still get
Because
your
if you
food.
crash, you die. And
Yeah,
they can just refund somebody their money.
yeah,
If you're in an Uber and you crash, you don't take just you with you.
yeah. So, I don't know, I just like DoorDash way more. I mean, I'm not gonna put the current car that I have under my own name, like insurance, and then have to pay $600 or $500 a month of insurance. Like, how do I know that I'm gonna make that money with Uber Eats? Like, it's just not worth this. I'd rather just do DoorDash, keep my cost of living somewhat low, and do what I have to do for now.
I hear Postmates was trying to get into like Postmates is like West Coast DoorDash.
Yeah, yeah, Postmates, that's like something you want to use if you're like in California, but like here on the East Coast, it's bad, dude. I tried it for like a week, and every order that I got, it was like $3.50, $4. One time I made 17, but it was because of the guy tipped me like $14. So it's like it's shitty money with Postmates.
And they want to get a foothold over here. It's like it's funny how like there's always like two businesses that take over like on each coast. Like they're the same business, but they're just different. And one's the East Coast, one's West Coast. It's like Carl's Jr. and Hardee's, White Castle and In and Out.
Right.
It's like what the fuck?
Yeah.
California is a fucking wasteland, bruh.
Yeah, it really is, man. I really wanted to move there. Like I used to want the company that I work for, in the future to transfer me out to California. But now that I'm like seeing everything, so like, man, I really don't want to be in California. Like, there's one rule. It's like you can't modify your car. You modify the exhaust, and immediately your car's illegal, and it could get state refereed, and it could get taken away, and you have to pay like a shitload of fines. I just think that's so dumb. Like, that's so stupid.
Delaware, like, is basically the Florida of the Northeast when it comes from like a tax perspective.
Yeah.
Like Florida, you don't get, like pay shit. In Delaware, you really don't pay shit.
Yeah, same. I used to live in Florida, and that was like one of the best times of my life. It's really cheap. I mean, I think I heard that the
Florida,
jobs there, yeah,
the
Florida, like
Australia of the United States of America. The
yeah, I used to
coked out
live,
alligators kill like children dressed as baby goats.
I didn't live like deep in Florida, like what is it, like Gainesville or whatever, where there's alligators, like, or in the swamps. I didn't live there. I lived in
Bro, everybody I
Kissimmee.
know who goes to Florida says, don't stop in the northern half of the state ever.
That's very interesting.
Or the northern
Never,
third. Like,
I've
get
never
to the
felt.
villages, get to Orlando, get to Miami, get to where you need to go. But, like, all this other shit. It's a
Yeah,
problem.
I've never felt unsafe in Florida. I lived like 15 minutes away from Orlando. I lived in Kissimmee, and it was really fun, man. I lived in a community. It was like upper middle class, maybe, and it was just I had a good time every day. But I was young, so I mean, if I probably
Yeah,
went out, it'd be a
your
different
your
story.
memories of your childhood and spending time with your family is always much more rosy than it was in reality. It's like why Christmas sucks.
True.
It's like you didn't realize that half your family were awful fucking people when you were a child.
Yeah, and you turn 25 and you're like, man,
Y'all
I didn't know
suck.
that person was on drugs.
Like yeah, like honestly, it's like I look at my family and I'm just like, there's literally only like 10 of y'all I give a shit about.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy what you find out once you become an adult and you're allowed to be in like the grown-ups conversations and you're like, that's okay, that's surprising.
Yeah, it's certainly interesting to say,
Yeah.
but oh man, you play any decent games at all lately?
Man, yo, actually that's a good question. So I just recently moved to New Jersey. We're currently building our house and so we're
I
staying
did
with
not know that.
yep, I moved to New
Man, it's
Jersey.
gonna be a lot harder for you and me to get up to no good when you all the way over in
Um, I'm only 30 minutes away,
I
so
know.
it's oh yeah. Um, so the person that we're staying with now does not have Wi-Fi. So my Xbox is in storage. Um,
Oh, you just
so
want to try.
yeah, so I've been using mobile and this game recently I started playing maybe like 4 days ago, 3 days ago, Among Us. I'm in love with it, dude. I didn't know
Bro,
a
the
game like
internet's
that could
in
be
love
this
with it,
fun.
bro.
Huh?
Bro, we need to get our coaching group, Caleb, Stefan, and Jonan.
I'm
And
down for that.
play that
Oh, dude, if I'm imposter, I'm killing Jonan first. I'm killing Jonan first. Oh man. But
shit.
wow, yeah, I'm in love
Jonan
with
will
that.
be so heated and like if I if God forbid like you and me are the imposter. I'll take that. I'll take an L if you can get Jonan and you can get Brandon.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like Brandon, I feel like he's the type of guy who he could just pick up any game and then immediately know what to do and he'll be an expert in it. So I feel like Brandon low-key might be a target.
Yo, you're muted, bro. Oh, there we go. Okay,
Zoom meeting just got, say something?
I'm here.
Okay, I can hear you now. I had a phone call, so it like went really low until I declined it. But yeah, I don't know. Brandon might be a target. That dude he just seems a little too smart, you know?
What did you? Are you? What are your opinions of like the new Xbox, PlayStation things?
Um, I am an Xbox fanboy. Always have, always will be. I think they're ugly, but I will buy one.
Well, they're both ugly.
Uh,
Like both the PlayStation and the Xbox are ugly.
oh yeah, they're both ugly, but the PS5 definitely looks futuristic. The specs, it's console. I mean, it doesn't matter. Like the specs are so similar. Even though Xbox is a little better, but PC is always gonna win. So that's not even like
Right, but also,
really.
but people focus on console more as developers because of that consistency. You can build a game and know how strong and how you can make certain design decisions if you know how strong the hardware is going to be. But PC
Yeah,
varies widely, so you have to like kind of cater to the least common denominator so you can make as much money as possible.
yeah, for sure.
But,
Um,
but I genuinely,
Now,
yeah.
with all that being said, though, I do look at the exclusives for each console. and Xbox just fits me more. Like Forza, I love Forza. If I had a PS5, wouldn't be able to play Forza. So, things like that. On a spec level, though, um, I seriously don't know why people focus on the resolution. It's so stupid because almost everyone
It depends,
who
and it doesn't matter if you got 2K if you don't have a 2K TV.
exactly, that's what I was about to say. Like people love to say, "Oh, Xbox can handle 4K or 8K," but it's like, dude, do you know how much those TVs cost? The only people that are buying those TVs are people with disposable money, people who don't care to drop 4K, 5K, 6K on a fucking 60-inch TV. Everyone else in the world is going to be stuck with their 480p, 720p, 1080p TVs. Like, you can't bring resolution up when you're talking about the Xbox
And
Series X.
and games that have a certain level of pixels in them literally can't be brought down to a certain resolution because, like, I played the original Doom on my older laptop. My graphics card could not handle it, or to be more like my graphics card could at a certain level, but I had to bring the resolution down to such a way for the screen itself because the screen wasn't that good that I literally could not read what the fuck I was upgrading on my character. I just didn't read menus. I just did not read menus for the entire game.
Wow. That's crazy. And the FPS, I forgot what the FPS is set to, but it's not 60. I know that. To be honest, consoles will probably not reach 60 FPS for like maybe until the next generation. Like
I,
there's just
I,
no
I think
console.
that I think that I think we'll sooner. I think that 60 frames per second on a console might be more feasible once like game streaming becomes more prevalent.
Yeah, that's true. And even then, like by then, it's not even gonna be good anymore because computers, dude, I've seen like 240 hertz, like fucking frame rate is like 120 or whatever. It's like that's insane. Like so, it's not even gonna matter by that point. No one's gonna really care.
Yeah, it's it's
And
it's rough. It's I think that although, but I will say this though. I do think Microsoft is probably going to win more during, at least in the early, in like the first half of this console of the Gen 5 console wars. Wait, this isn't Gen 5.
it is.
It's Gen 5 with Sony and Microsoft being the main players.
Ah, okay, I see, I see.
Yeah, it's Gen 5 as far as Microsoft and Sony are concerned. It might be generation like 9 or 10 for
Jesus Christ. Well,
since Atari went bust and Nintendo and Sega came onto the scene together. But I think Microsoft is going to win just because money has been tight for a year now for everybody, and it's not going to get better anytime soon. And I think that Microsoft offering in-house financing and the Game Pass being a $30 proposition. I don't know, man. It's like I like the PlayStation. Like the cheapest version of the PlayStation is $500.
yeah, that's
They're
wow.
charging like $70 a game. You
Wow.
know, it's like I don't know, bro. It's like it seems to me like what would I rather pay for? Like get my console now and pay $25 a month over the next 12 months, and then pay $55 a month for 12 months and get thousands of games and be able to play that. Like come on, dude. Like how is that? It's a no-brainer.
It's a no-brainer. Um, I didn't know until recently that consoles are actually sold at a loss. Like they lose a lot of profit, like between marketing, production, all that stuff. They actually lose like all of their money basically, and they make some of it back by microtransactions, which is insane. That's
Literally, literally, to make a console. Like consoles aren't profitable. They are not profitable. You don't make money off of selling consoles. You make money off of the user base. If you have a large user base that uses your console, you can monetize that. You can go to a game company and say, "Hey, we have a user base of millions of players. Nice. You want to sell microtransactions? Well, gotta do it through our store. You want to do it through a store? We take a 30% cut. That's what.
Yeah, it's insane. But yeah, now I see why games are so heavily focused on microtransactions because
Part
for them it's the same
part of the
thing.
reason why Microsoft, like the Xbox division of Microsoft, wasn't as heavily hit as people would say when when like over the course of the last generation. They technically didn't lose money because like they weren't selling them at a loss.
Right.
They didn't have to make more and more consoles at a loss to basically not make their money back. They literally just had their inventory and they had to sell that, and that was it.
Yeah, that's
Sony had to sell millions and millions and millions of them, and they probably did not see a return on investment for at least 6 months to a year after that.
yeah. Sony is down bad.
No, they're doing well. The problem is that they're cocky. Cocky. They don't have to worry about they don't have to worry about like they were just killing it last generation with exclusives and user base and like people memeing saying, "Yo, bro, I'm about to whore myself out for a fucking PlayStation 5 and shit." And I get it. They see it, but it's like I'm looking at it like 6-7 months down the line from now.
Right.
Like they're like the second stimulus check has come and gone, done enough. The economy's still in the crapper because coronavirus is running rampant and nobody, our leadership has done fuck all to fix it.
Yeah.
$30,
Yo,
like 300 up front and $30 a month after that. Like, if you buy one new game a month, which is I think what most people do,
yeah.
they either spend $60 on a new game or spend upwards of $60 on microtransactions in a month. Paying half that for thousands of games. Make no
Yeah.
mistake, I'm a PC Master Race guy. I could give a fuck about PlayStation or Xbox. I'm a 100% objective party when it comes to the console wars.
Mm. Okay, okay. Yeah,
I
Game Pass for me is like I fell in love with that.
dude,
I like
dude,
there was like
they're
50
putting
games.
Skyrim, they're putting all of Bethesda's like prior games on Game Pass.
Yeah, Game Pass is lit, man.
Skyrim,
I'm telling you.
like shit, dude.
Yeah.
So what else is going on? See any fuck shit lately?
Uh,
Have any funny stories for me?
Funny stories. I don't know how funny this one will be, but it happened the other day.
It can be
So,
dark and awful as well.
all right, this one isn't dark and awful, but I don't know. I'll just get into it. But since I recently moved to New Jersey, I just now found out how horrible the drivers are here. Um, it is amazing, man. It is amazing. So I drive a nicer car than what I did before. So I try my complete best to take care of it. Like I used to be one of those guys with a shitty car that would try and hit 150 miles, knowing that you have no business doing that. Like I used to be one of those guys. Now I drive.
Because you knew you drove a piece of shit. You didn't give a shit about it.
I didn't give a shit, and I didn't buy it, so like I didn't really value it, you know. But now that I have uh, a car that's a lot newer, a lot nicer, you know, it doesn't vibrate when I'm doing 60 on the highway. Like it's completely smooth, it's beautiful, all that stuff. And I put money down on it too. Like I paid it off now. Actually, I'm close to paying it off. I didn't pay it off yet, but now I you know, it's my own money going into it. So it's like I try to be extremely careful. I don't push it. You know, if the speed limit is 65, you're gonna have to go around me because I'm gonna go 65. Like I'm not moving from the right lane just so you can speed up. Like you can just go around me, you know. But
These New Jersey
yesterday,
drivers are built different.
yeah, Jersey drivers and New York drivers, man, I'm telling you, it's crazy. And I heard California drivers are even worse, which is shocking. But I was driving through a residential neighborhood like 2 days ago. Speed limit is 25, you know. Um, I'm driving, it's one lane, and there's this lady in a white car, um, like super close to my bumper. I drive a sedan. She was also in a sedan. if I can't see your headlights behind me, you're way too close. Like she was literally eating me up alive, you know. Like if I would have tapped the brakes just like that, she would have rear-ended me, you know. And she was like that for about 2 miles, and eventually I got mad and I just stopped the car, and I just looked at her and I was like, "What the fuck? Like, why are you tailgating me?" And then she was just like saying go or whatever. But I was so mad. I was like, "Why are you tailgating me? Like, I'm not gonna speed up, you know."
Like, bitch, go around.
Yeah, like just go around if you're that pressed. Because to be honest, if you tailgate me, I'm not gonna speed up. If anything, what? Yeah, I'm gonna go watch it. I'm on a podcast right now.
Oh, the
TMZ.
glory of living at home.
Yeah, yeah. Couldn't wait. I knew it was gonna
Ladies
happen
and
eventually.
gentlemen, with special guests, Danny's
Yep,
mom.
yep. But yeah, on purpose at one point, my car has like a manual mode, so I just downshifted to first gear, and the car like ended up braking on its own, and so like she had to hit the brakes, you know. But I did that just in the event. I did that just in the event that, you know, if she had a dash cam and she hit me, she can't say that I brake checked her, you know, because my brake lights never came on. But you know, so that's what you got to do to people sometimes.
Brake checking people who are tailgating your ass like that should be legal.
Yeah, exactly. That shit should be legal. I completely agree because like there's just no reason for you to tailgate someone who's doing the speed limit in a residential neighborhood. Like, what if I go 40, you know, just to speed up for you, and then I run over a kid? I'm the one that gets in trouble, not the person behind me. I can't tell the cops, oh, she was tailgating, so I sped up. They're not gonna care. They're gonna say, well, she wasn't the one who hit the kid. So it's like, you know, I wish people would use common sense while driving.
Don't you just love Karens?
Ah, man. Yeah, they're seen some videos of Karens on YouTube, man. It is so glad I've never had to go through something like that, what I've seen on YouTube, because I would not be able to control myself. I
I was
would
at
punch
I
people.
was at a TJ Maxx, and this cunty Karen was like being nasty to my ex-girlfriend who was working as the cashier, and I was behind her with my normal shit. And I said, and I said, and like the daughter was like being like sassy and rude, and I said to the 12-year-old daughter, "You're the cum shot your poor mother should have swallowed."
Holy shit, that's insane. How did the mother react?
Like, she had a conniption.
Wow.
I mean, it's like I was just trying to get attention off of her, but like my ex was like a uber feminist girl, like all like you shouldn't say that. I'm just like, all right,
Oh, so it backfired on you?
yeah, it backfired heavily on me. I'm gonna like
Oh,
I said ex for a reason.
Jesus.
What can you do? It's funny though.
Yeah, that is pretty funny. I wouldn't regret that.
Say what?
I said I wouldn't regret that at all.
Bro, it's like it's rarer than you think to see like Karens in public, but when you
Yeah.
but like when you do, it makes everything so much better.
Oh, definitely.
So nice. But it's really just it's do you have any interest? Do you have any funny Karen stories where you fucked with them at all?
Hmm. Not that I can think of. Not off the top of my head. But man, I'm trying to think. I don't think so. No.
Really? What was the worst job you ever worked?
Worst job I ever worked. That's an easy one. I was in high school. Had just got my first car. How old was I? I must have been 18, like freshly 18. Just got my license probably a few weeks prior. Um, and actually, I was 17. Sorry, 17, almost 18. I was in like 11th grade, and I was working at Papa John's. I won't say the location, but I
Say
was
look,
like, fuck it, yeah, I'm gonna say it. It was the one in People's Plaza. Yeah, People's Plaza, Papa John's. It's like right next to that high school. I forgot what it's called. In Glasgow? I don't know. I forgot the high school. But it's in People's Plaza. There's only one Papa John's, so yeah, everyone could find it easily. Um, And I had a few managers. I was the youngest one there. Everyone else was like depressed ass people who were, you know,
For any
30s,
for any for
30s.
anybody wondering the address of where you can go to this wonderful Papa John's, it's 480 People's Plaza, Newark, Delaware, zip code 19702.
Yes, there you go. But do not tell them that I sent you because that would be bad news. Um, but I used to work there and everyone was like depressed, man. Like even the person, like the manager who was probably making like 40K a year I guarantee you he was depressed. He didn't want to be there. He had nothing going for himself. But they all used to like gang up on me because I was 17, the youngest one there, not a care in the world. But they used to just gang up on me, man. I remember I used to get lost because of the GPS. I had never worked in Newark before. There's a lot of woods, and my GPS would frequently get lost. And and I would come back to the store, and then someone else would easily be able to find the house, and they would just talk shit about that. Or I remember one time, dude, they were telling stories about like where they had sex, and I said one day I was like, oh yeah, I did it in the stairwell, like at my school one time. And then the manager was like, oh dude, you don't have to lie, like we know you're gay, or something like that, something along the lines of me being gay. And I'm like, that's
All for.
yeah, that was uncalled for. Like I'm not even like I don't have anything against gay people, but like if you're gonna call me gay, you gotta have proof. Like you gotta be able to
Funny
prove
fucking
it.
joke.
Yeah, it's like
But I will say, I'm sure in the like, I will say, like, that's not a bad joke per se. Of just like, bro, you don't have to hide it. We know you gay. Like that's got, But it's like if it's just like over and over and over again, and it's not a healthy jab.
oh nah, I think that was the only time he ever said that. But I was so confused. I was like, what gave off to him? Uh, that I could have been gay or whatever. And he was so sure about it, that I was and everything. And I'm like, if only he knew that I'm not. Like I'm completely into women, in love with women. But yeah, he only said that one time, which is good because that shit would have pissed me off. I probably would have punched him and everything. But it was this fat white guy too. He was like a chain smoker, all that shit. Um, yeah, some of the workers would fuck with me. A few of the other managers. I remember one time there was this one manager that was cool with me and I liked her. And I told her, I was like, hey, I'm gonna complain to HR about him because he's just nonstop fucking with me every time I come in. And I guess he found out about it. So him and a few other people, they like conspired, is that the right word? To get me fired or whatever. There was an argument one day, and as I was leaving, I told one of the coworkers, I was like, hey, and I said his name, I forgot his name, so I'm just gonna make up a name. I was like, hey, John. John. He was like, hey, what? And I was like, suck my dick, bitch. And then I walked out, and then the very next day, I get a message from the boss, from the manager. And he was like, did you tell John to suck your dick? And I was like, yep, I did. And then he was like, all right, can you come into work today? And I was like, no, because I already know you're going to fire me. And then we kept going back and forth, back and forth. And I was telling him about how I had proof of him, like, being
Correct.
sexual to workers, yeah, harassing me, and then also being sexual to the one of the women that's there. And he was like, me? No, I have proof of you being blah blah blah. So then I just cut it off because I was like, okay, I know where this is going. Like it's there's no point. This is gonna be like a back and forth game. So then I showed up to work, and immediately when I walked in, he was like, hey, you're fired. I was like, dude, you tried to humiliate me by making me drive 5 minutes from my house to fire me. Like I already knew you were gonna fire me. This does not affect me. Like I'm 17. I'm not a 40-year-old man who has 10 kids and is paying child support and struggling to live. Like I'm 17. You firing me is not going to do anything. I'll easily find another job. It's not a big deal.
You should
I
have.
was still.
You should also send that shit to HR regardless.
I should have, but I didn't. But I definitely would have won that case because I had a
What
lot
do
of
you think?
dirt.
You say, hey, I'm on the way out, but this guy's not acting kosher, so here's all the sexual harassment shit he was doing. Toodles.
Yeah, yeah, and I wish I still remembered the whole story like as vividly as I did then, because then I'd be able to make like a legit claim to HR. But if I were to do that now, I'd probably be like fumbling over my words or saying, "Oh, I don't remember,"
Yeah,
shit like that.
like,
So it's too late.
like, what was the manager's name?
Fuck, what was his name? I don't remember to be honest, but I wouldn't be surprised if he still works there. Like I said, he had nothing going for himself,
Fuck
but
that,
it
fuck
was
that fat pig. So just so everybody knows, if there's an old, white, chain-smoking, fat white dude who's the manager at Papa John's,
I can describe him. I know
he sexually
exactly.
harasses people and is homophobic.
No,
So,
but I know exactly
the
what he
man that
looks
looks
like.
like that in Papa John's, that's him.
I know exactly what he looks like though. So he might have been like 5'10", 5'11", maybe 6 feet, but I don't know. He's a fat white guy. He's like pale looking. Uh, his voice, man, how do you describe his voice?
You
It's
and
not.
bastard, you cocksucker.
No. So if you were in a dark room with him and he talked, you'd be able to tell that it's a guy, but his voice is kind of like a little bit. Now, I don't know if it was because of the cigarettes or that's just how, you know, his voice changed into puberty, I guess. I don't know, but yeah, if you hear him, he's not gonna sound like a big ass man who's like 6'5" and his voice is this deep. Like he's not gonna sound like that. So it's easy to distinguish him
like
from the
like
rest.
like he's more like Shaq in Hubie Halloween.
Yeah, there you go.
That movie?
Yeah. I have, yeah. He also wears glasses. I remember that. He did not have a beard. Like he didn't have the sideburns, but he had hair here and he had a mustache, I believe. That's about it. Yeah, so I forgot his name, man. I really wish I remembered.
Could
Yeah,
find him on LinkedIn.
probably. But I wouldn't be surprised if he still works there.
Yeah, I mean, if he has nothing going for him, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh man. Either way, bro, I think this has been a fucking ton of fun. It's I do apologize if this podcast is to my listeners. The podcast ain't been up to snuff compared to what we normally do, but we are going to be having a mutual friend of ours named Caleb Broadnax on the program in the near future, and oh boy, that's gonna be some fuck shit.
And I actually, even though I know the interview is going to be about him, I low-key want to be there, but like just in the background, muted, video off, just to listen because it's so funny every time he talks. He's in a group chat with me and Marquise, and it is hilarious,
Bro,
man.
add me.
You want me to add you? All right,
Add
I'll
me.
do that. I'll do that today. It's amazing. We just send women to each other all day, and then sometimes we'll say dumb shit. It's pretty fun.
I can send you guys the memes that I would get in trouble for.
All right, bet. Oh yeah, and I'll tell you off camera what I said one time about Miss. I won't
Yeah,
say it here.
there are certain things that can't listen.
Yeah.
Caleb doesn't give a fuck about his integrity, but you and I have some level of care.
Yeah, I have like a very little amount of integrity left, but yeah, definitely can't
that
say
integrity is why there's no Dream Makers podcast coming out with Danny as the lead.
Oh yeah, definitely, man.
But either way, we're now getting into the end. We're gonna do the shout out segment. For you, Danny, you've never been on, you don't know how it works. We basically shout out people like what we're doing, what our friends are doing, what our loved ones are doing, some businesses we care and support, what we like to talk about, and we just shout them out and tell people where to find them and what they do. I'll go first. I'll give you an example. Shout out to Solar Sonic 21 on YouTube, my boy Anthony. He's doing Digimon gameplay now. He finished up all his Kingdom Hearts stuff, all fucking 100 videos of it. Goddamn. And he's got whole ass descriptions. It's a great quality of work. Go check him out. Shout out to my boy CJ Perry at CalVisionsApparel.com. Some of the best fucking streetwear brand this side of the Delaware River. And he has discount codes. Reach out to him at CalVisions Apparel on Instagram and see if you can get some discount codes for his merch. Shout out to my stuff. Go to bit.ly. So that's bit.ly/HIMRKT. That's our merch store. We've been hustling on that pretty hard, and it's been going pretty good. Lastly, shout out to the Audio Decks podcast. We just this past week we just finished Generation 1, so you can listen, so you can get the audio Pokedex entries of Bulbasaur all the way to Mew, and we are currently working on Gen 2 as we speak, and we will be rolling those out once we get every Dex entry done. We look forward to sharing that with you guys. Danny, you got anyone you want to shout out?
I do not have any shout outs, even though there are a few people that I probably should shout out, but I won't. I'm not going to do any shout outs, but I will say this. Fuck Audio Mac.
Why?
Just because they're just, I don't know, I just don't like them. So fuck Audio Mac.
Danny, shout out our boy Caleb and his shit.
You know what? Yeah, man. Shout out Caleb. That's my boy. Me and him have been friends since like the first week of the podcast, or not the podcast, the program. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Just shout out him. I don't really like doing shout outs, but I'll shout him out.
You're good. You can check out Caleb's podcast, 42 Podcasts. It's on YouTube. That's important. All right, Danny, thank you so much for coming on, bro. Do not leave the Zoom chat. We're gonna chat a little bit off camera. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for listening to the High Soapbox. I've been your host, and we'll see you guys next time. Dan, thanks for coming.